Zambia is a vast land of opportunities.
Ikyalo kya Zambia kyalikwata enkyende ekalamba ey'owingatola mu obuta.
Akiopano ke kibuke. Etubatu tunakuya kulutwe.
Kuhula ni kukala zencha.
Kujalula milyango.
Kumasula maloto.
Kutwesha kuilayuma yamweke ninei asweja kukala.
Our success story has been growing Zambia for over 52 years, and we haven't looked back since. We're not just a Zambian bank.
Welcome to Zanaco.
We are Zambia's bank. Zanaco. Zambia, our home.
Now, lastly on the show, we talked to various stakeholders who attended the regional drought workshop for Africa held recently in Lusaka. Now, the main focus of this workshop was to address drought, desertification, and ultimately achieving food security for Africa and Zambia in particular. And so we spoke to various stakeholders that attended this workshop, drawn from all over Africa and beyond.
There are over 700,000 deaths that are accounted to drought, and there are estimated over 260 billion of US dollars of economic losses related to drought during the past 50 years. So that's an incredible amount, and of course we need to do something to avoid that for the future. Often the most vulnerable are the ones that are not on the table when things are planned. So we, from the Integrated Drought Management Program, which is a shared program between the World Meteorological Organization and the Global Water Partnership, we are especially focusing on that part. So we are supporting countries in setting up early warning systems, for example, and in integrated drought management. And we are making sure that there is a whole of society approach, that from the beginning, when these kind of technical systems are developed, really all kinds of stakeholders that are impacted by drought are on the table to help to first design the systems, implement the systems, but then also how to maintain the system, how to improve them.
We attended the meeting in the question or problematic of drought. Today you know that drought is a very important problem around the world, with the decrease of rain and something like that. All of our country are impacted by this question, this problematic, and today we take the opportunity to be in Zambia to discuss of the integration of this question in our policies and program to try to resolve this problem and have an action for resilience for our communities.
Well, actually, FAO as an organization, as a UN organization, promotes proactive actions to combat drought. That means preparedness. So drought does not become famine. So some earlier actions are needed, and this workshop actually is towards these actions. So basically countries, they prepare their drought plans, national drought plans, but also they have what is called national actions or national action plans, and this workshop helps the integration of their national drought plans into national action plans. In many countries, actions being taken on early warning and monitoring, but emphasis should be put more, especially if we talk about preparedness. So in order to be prepared, we need to monitor.
We have these good plans, but I think there is an issue of coordination amongst institutions. We need to strengthen that because it's very important. There's also issue to collaborate, to strengthen collaboration among institutions, whether in financing, you bring efforts together, because you might find that there is a strategy sitting in a strategic document sitting in a particular ministry, and another ministry, they are speaking to the same activities. But when it comes to financing, both strategies on the activities, they are financed differently, meaning you are spending more money on achieving the same goal.
For Africa, I think we should have a common dashboard. Regionally, they will have
the National Drought Board for Africa. We need to share ideas. Yeah, if your ideas are good than mine, I will be there to accept your ideas and implement it. It's not about no, mine is the best, so I keep it only to my country. No, let's share. Let's start sharing the ideas. Let's start sharing, having a common platform here. We share our data as well. We see what are the best practices you are using there. If they are suitable to mine, then we use it. This is the only way we need to come together to have full self-sufficiency in Africa.
In the last 50 years, Africa lost 70 billion US dollars simply because of the direct and indirect impacts of drought. And this is a lot has to do also with preparedness. Of course, the impact of climate change, drought is becoming more intense and more frequent, and its expansion to in terms of the space and also the frequency of drought is becoming very, very intense. We need to adapt to drought. The second one is we need to have a common framework for action on drought. Countries should know exactly what is going to happen and how they are going to be prepared more for drought. The other issue that they are looking into is knowledge sharing and exchange. Of course, there are a lot of solutions available. Technology is there, but we need to upscale it, outscale it, make it available to those which are in need.
Now, we've come to the end of the program, but as we end the show, I would like to sympathize with the people of Morocco, where a 6.8 magnitude earthquake has claimed over 3,000 lives and the death toll keeps increasing by the day. We really sympathize with the people of Morocco. This has been Climate Check for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. Goodbye.